It has been a while since I have updated this whole Odyssey, updated you on this whole Odyssey about my screen. I just wanted to point out that it's about a quarter of the screen now, if you area-wise, and it has become extremely hard to navigate. I always have to like reduce things so I can see things on here when I'm looking at a list of files. Obviously the one that I'll have will be like somewhere in here that I want to get. And so it's been tough. I would have replaced the screen, ordered a new one sooner, but it wants me, the websites where you order the screen say, take the screen off and verify the part number before you order, because once you order then you've committed, right? So I've put off on that. It was going to be my Christmas present. It will be my Christmas present, but I'm finally ready to do it, to remove the screen, look at the part number, put it all back together because I still need to use it, then I can order the part number. So you might say, like, why is it that you don't just look up the model number? Because there are there's the major model, and then there's like the assembly model. Like the parts can be different depending upon, you know, they're making a whole lot of these, and some of the parts might come from one manufacturer versus another. And then that goes into a different sort of configuration. So the only real way to know whether I have the right part number is to take it out and look at the part number. So that's what I'm going to be doing. There are some screw holes and different things around here that I have to work to pry up. You'll see it as I do it. So right now there is something here that I have to get off so that I can expose the screw holes. So I'm going to work on that now. For that I'm using a very tiny flathead. So I'm going to dig in here and see. I'm going to get another light, because I have to do some work here and I don't have enough light. Oh, here is that little tab, and I've been kind of rummaging around in here, so I don't think I'll be able to put it back when I'm done. See, it's sort of like a little flap. There, it's come off. Now that's a Phillips head, right? Small Phillips head. So I'm gonna get a Phillips head and unscrew it. That was easy enough, but I do want to point out that I'm storing them in here. It's a really tiny screw. And I'm storing them in here because I don't want to lose them. So while I wait for the part to come, they'll be stored in there. Now I'm going to take off this other side. Now you might be able to see this on other places, other videos, websites. I always feel it's good to get the experience of a novice, which makes me think about the fact that this thing is turned on, and so I am totally gonna shut it down and turn it off before I continue, because this is terrible. What am I doing? Amateur. Okay, now I have shut down the PC and the power's off. It's not quite shut down yet, so I'll let that complete and then I will continue with this one. So now it's completely off. Great. These are my husband's screwdrivers. I really like them because the top twirls, so you can put it in like this and turn the body and hold the top. So that helps you to secure the whole thing. Anyway, digressing. Now we have taken off these, so we should be able to pry off this bevel. So let me bevel, what do you call it? Border. So I'm going to work on figuring this out. So I'll look for the separation here, and then just sort of put this in between. And let me see if I can get this started. Oops. Okay, so this might be a little thick. I have one that is tinier. This is very tiny, very tiny. Let's see if I can get it there. Wow. Okay, let's try starting here. Right, that makes sense. I would start here. Okay. So I can kind of grab it here. So there's supposed to be these little notches that are under there. And, oh wow, this is not easy. And this is just to get it up. Oh boy. Wow. Okay, I'm going to turn this off and come back to you. Okay, so what I did is I flipped it upside down and pried it forward or downward. So I'm able to get my finger in it. I'm just telling you now that I'm going to move ahead. Alright, I hit the first clip. So what I did is I started it with the teeny tiny one, and then I have a slightly or fairly larger one, and I put it in to the slot, and then I move the teeny tiny one across to the right, across in the slot, and then I hit the first clip. So now it's starting to separate. So I'm just going to keep on doing that. Okay, I'm able to keep that wedged in there. So then now I'm just sort of passing it along here, and then see that goes in there, but then there's another space here. So that's a clip that feeds from this side to that side. So we're trying to release all of those clips. Here's one, I think. See? So now we'll go forward. Now we're a little bit better. So I'll move this over and keep on working to release the clip. You can see it coming out here. I hope that's okay. Alright, keeping going. It was a bit of a critical point right here, but I approached it from this side, and eventually it just came off. It was kind of holding on a little bit. So we'll look at these clips afterwards. Now I'm keeping on going. I had it kind of tilted forward and it was having a little trouble, but I pushed it back, and so this is attached here. So it makes sense it needs to be pushed back so that you can lever it out here. And so this is kind of coming out now. You can hear all those clips coming. Soon, very, very soon. Okay, so these come out more easily than... So I gotta get this out before I can get that out. Alright, gotta get 2 hands. It's getting a little tricky, but I just wanted to point out that you can put your fingers underneath on the other side to kind of help you bring it a little bit further apart as you try to pinch the clips in. Okay, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm almost there. Okay, there we are. Okay, so now we remove it. Wow, it's got a lot of little dust bunnies in there. Okay, so there are 2 screws holding it on here. They are dark in color. So I'll remove these 2 and see what I get. Screws are removed now. Oh, 2 up here also. Alright, taking those off. Okay, I don't know if there's another screw here or if... Nope, it's coming out. Yay. Okay, now bring it forward. And I'm going to take photographs of all the markings. I think this is the part number LCD P0006. It's either a 5 or 6. Let me see. Get it closer. Hard to tell. Might be 66 or might be 65. 1120. WKF389F182231C. And then the bezel A000383800. WKF389F182231C. Look at that. 9F. So this is the same. That might be a manufacturer. 6. I'm going to take a picture again because it's really hard for me to see it. It's probably going to take a few days for this to come to me, so I am going to put it all back. And do it again when the part arrives. So everything in reverse order. I'll get practice this way. So I put it all back together, and I'm leaving the bezel off because I'm lazy. But everything else should be good. And then I'll look up the part number. Okay, finally I ordered the screen from laptopscreen.com. And I did 2 searches. I did a search on Toshiba Satellite C55-5. And I did a search on the part number that I had written down. And then it was a little confusing because the part number didn't seem to point to exactly the same. It described the same, but it didn't point to exactly the same. So I used their little chat line here, and that was nice. It's hard to find a place where you can talk to a person right away, but with this I was able to. He sent me a link. I clicked on it, and then I had to decide whether I wanted the glossy or the matte. And this, I believe, is the glossy. There is a little video that shows you which is which, the difference between the two. The surface type of the LCD is strictly... And so I think this is glossy, not matte. So it's $55.99, and it's shipping from Las Vegas. I should have it by Thursday. That's it. So now I put my bezel back on, and I ordered it on the same computer. I just attached it by these two little screws because I really just don't want to have to spend too much time doing it. Hopefully I'll receive it sooner rather than later. Today is Sunday. Okay.